The root chakra is our base and it's related to the color red, and it's related to how we relate to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, how we talk to ourselves. And those are like, we sometimes think, yeah, I treat myself well, but it's, if you really, really look down, really, really look to how are you talking to yourself? Are you really patient to yourself? How are you feeding yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically as well? So all those things are related to that root chakra, and also your sense of belonging, your sense of safety. And with all that's going on right now, our sense of safety has been very affected in different ways. So we're working into that first base, creating that first base for our practice, for our life. And then letting yourself direct your breath all the way to the base of your spine, washing all the way down to the base of the spine. And in an inhale, let that breath go all the way to the top of the head. Imagine that breath is washing through your whole entire spine. Exhale all the way down to that root chakra, to that root channel. Take one more breath. It's washing through the whole extension of the spine with the breath. And exhale, releasing everything down. And for a moment, take your attention to the base of your spine and imagine that there are roots that are coming down from the sitting bone, from the tailbone, and deepening your connection to the earth. Take a couple breaths there, imagining that connection to the earth deepening, and notice how that makes you feel. Good. And then take a nice big breath in again. Bring the hands into the heart center. Take a nice big breath in. Lift the arms above your head. Open up the space there and stretch the body. And then exhale, place the hands into the earth in front of you, and then walk the hands forward, keeping that connection, that sense of rootedness through the sitting bones, and bow forward. Looking down at your feet, looking down at your belly button. Good, and then slowly coming back. And we're gonna come into a squat pose, to a yogi squat pose. Settling in here, and then let yourself explore here. It's the first time we're arriving, so just being gentle with the body, moving from side to side, if you will. And then coming to center here and settling into that squat pose, whatever it looks for you right now. The heels can be off the ground. You can also have a support under the heels if that feels uncomfortable there. And just settle in and feel through the hips, feel through the lower back. Bring the hands into the heart center. And take a couple of those breaths that breathe all the way down to the base of the spine. And letting in the out breath, the breath go all the way up to the top of the head, and letting your spine grow a little taller here. Good. One more big breath, this flow of breath that washes the spine. Good. And we're going to place the hands down to the earth. Take a nice big breath in. Look up, let your heart open a little. Exhale, bow forward, lift the hips up, let the head down. Inhale, drop it down again through that squat, lift the eye gaze. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale. And exhale, and we're going to accelerate here and let the breath become a little bit deeper and a little bit more intentional and strong. So big breath in. Exhale out through the nose, strong breath out. Speeding up a little bit, getting the body to start warm up. I'm gonna do 3 more. Strong. Last one. And then release it forward. Relax the head, relax the neck, relax the shoulder, nod the head yes and no a couple times. You might hold opposite elbows and let your body swing. Good. Place the hands down to the earth, and then we're gonna walk to your down dog here. So coming to your mat, whatever you are situated, coming to a down dog on your mat now. And we're gonna lower the knees down to the earth, lift the eye gaze, lift the tailbone. And exhale, tuck the toes. We're gonna switch from the down dog to the cow. Inhale, dropping down slowly to your cow, opening up tailbone and crown. Exhale, pressing through the heels, sending the tailbone up and back. And I invite you through the practice today, keep flowing through those 2 movements, to pay attention, what are you telling yourself through the practice? Are you being harsh on yourself? Are you trying to get your body into do things that are a little bit beyond what it wants to do, or are you being gentle to yourself? Good, and stop on your down dog. Take a nice big breath in through the nose, out through an open mouth. Good, a nice big breath in. We're gonna look forward and we're gonna step the right foot outside of the right hand, the left foot outside of the left hand, and then sink into that squat again. Paying attention to your lower back, sinking in, stretching. And we're gonna stretch the spine a little bit. Walk the hands forward and stretch the spine. A little bit of oppositional force here when we are reaching with the hands forward, and then kind of leaning back a little bit, creating a nice big stretch throughout the spine. One more big breath here. Good, and then come back to the center, bring the hands into the heart center. And we're gonna firm our root here, our foundation. And in the inhale, we're gonna rise all the way up. Big breath in. Rise up, reach up, open the arms wide, open your space in the heart, open your whole body. Take one more breath here. Exhale, settle back down into the squat. Couple more of those. Nice big breath in, rising up, opening up. Take an extra breath. And exhale, settle back down. And last one, nice big breath in, rising up. Exhale, back down. Good. Place the hands down, and we're gonna bring the hands behind and support yourself to come into a bow pose. Settling in, balancing on those sitting bones, getting nice and rooted there. And then let's lift the shoulders up and then roll it back and down. Good, one more breath here. Lower the feet down to the earth. Hug your knees and then let your head, forehead roll forward and release it here. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift the eye gaze, the hands come to hold the knee. Nice big breath in, opening heart center and shoulders roll back down. And then curling through the tailbone, rounding the spine, leaning back, trusting the hand that supports and that's holding the knee, rolling back, opening the back of the heart. Inhale, send the heart forward, like the cats and cows, but in a different position here, the different frame for the body. Couple more breaths. One more. Good, and we're gonna cross the legs, place the hands in front, untuck, and come to a down dog. Flowing here through your first vinyasana. Taking a nice big breath in and aligning shoulders with wrists, lower all the way down. Welcome to lower your knees down. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog again. 3 really long, beautiful breaths here. Breathing all the way to the base of your spine, washing the breath all the way out to the top of the head. And the hands, letting that energy go through the earth. One more. Exhale, step. The same thing, stepping outside of the right hand, outside of the left. Or here you have also an option to bend the knees and a light hop to that squat pose. Nice big breath in. We're going to rise up again. Exhale, settle back down. 2 more. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, settling back down. Good. Inhale, rise up. This time we're going to stay here. Bring the feet to be parallel to each other. Toes facing forward. Nice big breath in. Reach forward. Send the hips forward a little bit, open through the chest. Little back bend. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we're going to step the right foot back, land on a warrior 2 foundation. And we're going to come to a skandasana in the back of the mat. Good. And then we're going to come to a warrior 1 in the back of your mat. So the right foot is back and the right foot is front, left foot back. And then reaching and coming to that warrior 1 in the back of the mat. Good. Nice big breath in. And then exhale, we're going to keep that back heel nice and grounded and then bow forward. The belly comes towards that front thigh. Reach the arms up and back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. And then stay here on your warrior 1. Take an extra breath. Release the shoulders. Belly button in, spine long. One more breath. Sink in a little bit more through that warrior 1. Good. And then here we're going to come to a straddle pose. So we're going to bring that right toes in and then come to have an open space between the legs and face the long side of the mat. Place the hands on the lower back. Nice big breath in. Open through the heart. Keep the spine nice and long as you bow forward. And then pause midway here, finding a long, flat back. Take an extra breath, getting the spine even longer. And then exhale, release it forward. Let the hands come forward and release in the ground underneath you. You can maybe find some gentle movements arriving at this pose at your own pace. Or you can find stillness right away. Once you are ready to find stillness, maybe the hands can come in between the legs. Maybe they can walk between the legs with the fingertips facing back. Or you can hold the outside edges of your feet. We're going to take 3 really long breaths here. One more really long breath in. Full breath out. And the hands come back to the hips. We lengthen the spine again. We're going to reverse that reverse swan dive. So we're going to get a long spine and rise up slowly with a flat back. Very good. Open the arms wide. The left toe goes forward. And we come to a warrior 2 here. towards the other side of the mat. Good. And then we're gonna sink in a little bit more through that front knee, through the left knee, and then flip the left hand and reach the left arm bone towards the left ear for peaceful. Good. Frame the front foot, step back into a down dog, flow through your vinyasana, or skip the vinyasana if you like, noticing what is that your body really needs, and what is that you are telling yourself. So if you're matching up those two things. Nice full breath in. Washing maybe through the spine, through the breath. Full breath out, sending the energy all the way to the top of the head and the hands. Deepening. 2 more big breaths here. Good. Nice big breath in. Look forward, step or hop forward in your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rooting and rising. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Very good. Nice big breath in. Send the arms above your head, opening through the heart, and send the hips forward a little back bend. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, stepping the left foot back onto the Warrior 2 foundation, and then coming to Skandasana in the back of the mat. Good. One more breath here. Good, and then coming to a Warrior 1 towards the back of the mat. This time the left foot is forward. We're grounding through the right heel. Nice big breath in. And exhale, we're gonna bow forward. The belly comes towards the thigh. Lift the arms above the head. Inhale, reaching and opening up. Exhale, bow forward. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Good, and then rising up again. And we're gonna come to the wide leg forward fold again to the front of the mat. You can stay to the side that you are. I just turn it so you can see me. You can interlace the fingers behind the back. Take a look at your toes. Maybe the toes come a little bit inwards and the heels a little bit out. So there's an inner rotation of the thigh. Nice big breath in, open through the front of your chest. Exhale, bow forward, keeping the lace in the fingers. Or releasing the lace in the fingers if you prefer here. Releasing the head, releasing the neck, releasing everything, letting gravity do the work here. And then release the lace in the fingers, walk the hands towards the front of your mat, step back into a down dog, and let yourself pause or take your flow. If you're flowing, you might want to linger in one pose a little bit more than the other. Once you're back into your down dog, take 3 deep breaths. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more big breath in. Full breath out. And then look forward, step or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rooting and rising. Exhale, hands back to the heart center. And we're gonna flow to 3 Surya Namaskar A's, just to get your body flowing. Nice big breath in, reach up, really rooted through the feet. Exhale, pouring forward, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, step or hop back to your plank foundation. Lowering all the way down or halfway down this time. Elbows nice and snug. Inhale, open through the chest, shoulders down and away from the ear. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. Option here to keep that breath that washes through the spine. Any breath that you choose, just choose to be present with the breath. One more big breath in. Exhale, full breath out. We're going to take a little variation in this Surya Namaskar B. We're going to come to that squatting pose to come out. You might jump there, you might step. Good. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come back to the side. Bring the feet parallel to each other. Look forward. Here we go to the second one. Big breath in, lift and send the hips forward, the heart open a little back bend. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, step or hop back to your plank. Choosing here to maybe support the lower back with the knee if you like. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. 3 long, beautiful breaths. One more big breath in. And then exhale. If you're stepping with the right foot first, maybe step with the left foot forward to come to your squatting pose. Or you can always also bend the knees and the hips up and then little jump here, light jump to your squatting. Nice big breath in to rise up again. Exhale, let the arms float down. Bring your feet parallel. Come back to that first starting point. Nice big breath in, lift the arms up, send the hips. Last one, enjoying every moment of it, every breath. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, step or hop to your plank, flowing through your vinyasana, maybe coming to a cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice big breath in here. We're gonna add a little here. Let's take a nice big breath in and lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee along, open the hips, and then press through the hands. Welcome to stay here in this nice big stretch, pressing through the hands, sending the energy to the earth and stretching, or you're welcome to create some circles here, massaging through the hips. Sometimes we compartmentalize, like we think about lower back and we think just about lower back, but everything is so related. The hip joints, how your legs are, if they're tight or not, also affects how your lower back feels. So working here a little, we're going to work a little bit on the hips as well to open up and release the lower back. Nice big breath and lift the hip, the right leg up, and then step the right foot in between the hands. We're going to lower the left knee down, come to a low lunge. Crawl the toes forward a little bit, sink in through that front hip, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Option to stay here and keep doing those movements in your low lunge. Another option here is also to tuck the toes, lift and float the back leg, and do the same movement. Inhale, lift the eye gaze. Exhale, lengthen the front leg with the back knee off the ground. So Just feel here what, give yourself the option to choose. Good. If you have your knee on the ground, come to that low lunge and float the back knee. And we're going to keep the left hand grounded. Float the right arm right up, twisting towards your right. Lower the right hand down, step back into a down dog, pause or take your flow. Very good. Once you're back in your down dog, take the biggest, fullest breath in. The biggest, fullest breath out can be through the nose or through an open mouth. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, start stacking the left hip on top of the right, bending that left knee a lot to create that space there in the hip. Try keeping the shoulders nice and even, same as when you were doing your down dog. And then maybe do those big circles all the way around to open up through the hips. Change direction if you are doing the circle. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee down, adjust, settling in here. And the first one, keeping the knee down to the earth. Inhale, lift the eye gaze, sinking through the hips a little more. Exhale, bowing and lengthening that front leg. Inhale, shifting the weight forward. If you like to tuck the toes and float the back knee, now is a good time. Inhale, lift the eye gaze. Exhale, bow forward, lengthening the front leg. Couple more here. Listening to your breath, listening to yourself. Good. One more. If your knee is floating, the back knee, place it gently back down to the earth. Right hand down, lifting the left arm up. One more breath here. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into a down dog, pause or take your flow. Once you come back to your down dog, you're welcome to take 3 more big breaths here. Maybe you can find some gentle movements, paddling through the feet. Maybe you stay in stillness. Nice big breath in. Exhale, look forward, and we're gonna come to that squatting pose. Choose how you wanted to get there. Maybe stepping one foot and then the other. Maybe doing that little hop, that light hop. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, sink back down. 1, 2 more. Inhale, rooting and rising. And exhale, sinking back down. 1 more to rise and shine. And exhale, just float the arms back down and then bring your feet parallel to each other. Again, coming to that initial pose. And we're going to do a little bit of a balancing pose here. Grounding. Root chakra has also a lot to do with lots of grounding and how you stable and how balance you developing balance. So we're going to change the weight towards the left and bringing the right knee towards your chest. Give it a little squeeze, releasing also there the lower back on the right side. Good. Long spine, shoulders release. And we're going to pause into a warrior 3 foundation here for a brief moment. Take 1 more big breath. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to that one-legged standing Tadasana. Lift the arms up above your head this time. And then maybe you keep the arms up above the head. Maybe you bring it towards the heart. And we're going to switch back again towards that warrior three. We're going to transition with the breath here. Exhale down to your warrior three. Inhale, coming into your one-legged Tadasana. One more. Pause here. Get long through the spine from the tail, from the crown of the head all the way to the back heel. Flex the back foot and then slowly start bending that front knee to lower the right ball of the foot down to the earth. Warrior one. No, sorry, high lunge so the back heel is lifted. Nice big breath in. Lift the arm up, open up. And then exhale, sink in a little bit more. Open the space between the elbows. Maybe look up. One more breath. Sinking in a little bit more, feeling the hips. Good. And then frame the front foot. And then bring it, coming back to down dog. In breath. Exhale, lower the knees, coming into a cow pose. Inhale. Lift tailbone and crown of the head. Exhale, tuck the toes and come back to a down dog. So let's flow a couple more times from the down dog to the cow. Inhale, the knees gently come down, the tailbone, and the crown lifts up. Exhale, rounding. One more. Down dog. Walk the hands towards your feet. Release the head forward, come into a forward fold in the back of the mat. Maybe nodding head yes and no. Maybe swaying from side to side. Good. Back to the center here. Release the body forward. And we're going to take a hold of the big toe with the index and the thumb, creating a little hook there. Take a nice big breath in. Lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold forward. Release the head. Release everything forward. Maybe let your weight shift a little bit towards the front of the foot, of the feet, and then just notice how that feels on your foundation and the stretch of the leg. Release the hook of the hand, take a nice big breath in, rise up. Lift the arms above the head, exhale, hands come back to the heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Interlace the fingers, Kali Mudra. The index finger keeps pointing up. Release the shoulders down. Take a breath in. Keep the shoulders down, but get a full body stretch. Exhale, bowing towards the right. The hips go a little bit towards the left. Opening space there in the side body, the side lung and rib cage. Inhale, center. Exhale, keeping that same equal pressure in both feet, and then bowing towards the left. Breathing into the space on the right side of the lungs this time. Inhale, center, and exhale, diving forward, swan dive. Walk the hands forward into that down dog again. You can pause here or take a Vinyasana flow. Nice big breath in. Exhale, look forward, step or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rooting and rising up to your Tadasana. Exhale, hands come back to the heart center. We're going to shift the weight towards the right. Left knee floats up towards your chest. Hug the knee and give it that little squeeze towards your chest. Shoulders are relaxed. Spine is long. Feeling that release on the lower back on the left side. Good. And we're going to release that Bring the hands into the heart center, transition into a warrior three. Take an extra breath here, long through the spine. Next inhalation, the knee floats back to the knee, the arms come up to the sky. And here you can choose how you want your hands to be in space when we flow through the breath. Exhale, coming into warrior three. You can use the arms open wide like airplane wings for helping with support, or you can keep it in the heart center, or you can even keep it up above your head. Just bringing some playfulness here, noticing that foundation, the standing foot. What is the work that's being done there? There's a lot of movement in that foot happening to keep the balance. And bringing some playfulness here, some joy into the practice. Good, and pause in your warrior three, get long through the spine, slowly coming into high lunge foundation. Nice big breath in, lift the arms above the head, settle into that foundation, sink in, open the arms wide, the elbows wide, shoulders wide, collarbones wide, maybe look up. One more breath. Release, frame the front foot, step back into a down dog. Nice big breath in, full breath out. Good, and then from here we're gonna take a nice big breath in. And then you can choose how you want to get to a seating pose in the front of your mat. You might walk there, small steps, or you might bend the knees a lot and take that gentle hop to come to a seating and sit in the front of your mat. Very good. Extend both legs in front of you. And let's find a little area under the hips, just shifting the weight from side to side to feel your sitting bones there, and then coming to the center, feeling the sitting bones. Nice big breath and reach up, and then exhale, bow forward. Let everything be relaxed here, not a lot of effort, just letting yourself settle into your frame, letting gravity do the work, giving some time here for your breath to gently start coming back to a deeper, longer, natural breath. Giving some love, sending some love to your lower back as well. Good, and slowly rising up. And let's do a spinal twist here. Let's bring the right foot outside of the left. Good, the right knee is up and the right foot is planted. And you can keep that left leg extended, or you can bring it towards you. So just see what it feels nice for you. Nice big breath in, reach up. Make sure both sitting bones are connected still, and then turn towards the right. Left elbow comes outside of that right thigh. Right hand right behind your sitting bones to help yourself to get a little longer through the spine, working as a second spine here, a second support for length. Each breath in is an opportunity to allow yourself to grow a little taller. And there's a couple options with that left arm. You can keep the elbow hooked outside, you can wrap it around, or you can even come to a bind here. If you're doing the bind, bringing that left armpit close to the left shoulder, the right knee, and then placing the right hand underneath, and the left hand underneath, and the right hand can wrap around as well. So if you like to take a bind here, you're welcome to. And keep your spine long, even if you are taking a bind. Release the bind if you have one. Take one more big breath. Exhale, slowly unwind. Bring both, cross the leg, bring both feet open, knees, feet as wide as the mat, and then let the windshield swipe. Side to side. Good, and then coming back here to the center, you can keep that right leg extended, cross the left foot over that right thigh, left knee up, left foot planted. Maybe you want to bring that right heel towards your sitting bones, just adjusting to what it feels nice, keeping that left hip nice and grounded as well, the left sitting bones nice and grounded. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, twisting towards the left, and maybe wrapping the right hand, maybe hooking that right elbow outside of the left. Nice, long, deep breaths to get your spine a little longer, a little more spacious. Exhale, settling into the spinal twist. Notice here your breath. When we breathe here into the spinal twist, we can feel the lungs a little more. Notice the sensations in your lungs. Couple more deep breaths. If you want to take that bind, you're welcome to do that as well. If the hands don't quite touch on the bind, you can also use the shirt or a strap. Take one more big breath. Release the bind if you have one. Exhale, release slowly. Good. We're going to come to butterfly pose. I'm going to turn, but you can stay where you are. Feet come to, the soles of the feet come to touch. And then we're gonna bring the heels a little closer to you, maybe slide the sitting bones a little bit closer. Take a nice big breath in, and then bring the knees towards your shoulders and round the spine, bringing the shoulders and bringing the forehead and the chin towards the chest, making yourself tiny here. Inhale, opening up, lengthening the spine, opening up the elbows, the knees, sending the knee towards the earth, and then opening up and lengthening the spine. Exhale, collapsing gently forward, bringing the knee back up. Couple more times like that. Inhale, lengthening and opening. Exhale, rounding and releasing the head forward. 2 more big breath in. And exhale. Release forward. 1 more. Good. And then slide the feet together a little bit more away from you, creating a diamond shape. And just let your hands rest on the legs, and then release the chin to the chest, rounding the spine a lot, and just letting everything round forward. No resistance in letting the head be heavy, letting the arms heavy. Notice if there's any clenching of anything here, and just letting it melt and release. This is a deep stretch to the spine, creating space in between the vertebrae. Also releasing the lower back. And then slowly unrolling, coming back up. And we're going to bring the heels close to your hips now. And then make it your hips as closer to the heel as comfortable for you. And we're gonna open the feet to like we are opening pages on the book, so manually using the hands to open a little there. Take a nice big breath in, get nice and long. And here this time, instead of rounding the spine, let's keep the spine nice and long. This way we're gonna get a deeper stretch in the hip joint. Take a nice big breath in, get nice and long through the spine. And exhale, hinge forward from the hips just a tiny bit, just as much as is comfortable for you. Get a nice big breath, get a spine even longer from the tailbone all the way to the crown. And exhale, gently leaning forward just a tiny bit. Noticing that the longer the spine stays, the deeper the stretch is in the hip joint. And keep working through your breath, getting longer through the inhalations, releasing in the exhale. Couple more breaths here, giving time for your body to adjust. Slowly coming back and release the legs, extend it forward, give it a little shake, roll the ankles in one direction and the other. Good, and we're going to strengthen a little bit more here the glutes and the lower back by placing the hands a couple inches behind your hips. Take the feet flat and the knee up, or you can extend the legs in front of you. So we're going to do the reverse outer, choosing how you wanted that to be. Nice big breath in, lift the hips up. If you have your feet, your leg extend, once you lift the hips, the toes are flat, pointed towards the ground. Keep holding there, opening up the space between the shoulders. The chest is open, look up, glutes, and lift the hips a little bit more. One more breath, exhale, lower down. And one more forward fold, Paschimottanasana. And this time just relaxing everything forward, just letting everything round forward, releasing the head, releasing the neck, letting everything be rounded. And slowly we're gonna start coming down to the mat. Get your feet flat and then slowly lower down. So when we get the feet flat, we create a nice foundation here to support you, and then slowly coming down. Taking as long as you like to work here a little bit more through the core, or to relax down on your back right away if that feels better. Bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a nice hug. Releasing through the lower back. Gentle movements from side to side if that feels nice. And then take a nice big breath in, come back to the center, press the knees towards your chest, and then start opening the knee to the side, creating that nice open space between the knees. And then let them come back in. You can help with the hands. And then bring it back towards your chest. Coordinating that movement with your breath. Inhale, bringing it towards you, squeezing gently. Exhale, opening up to the sides. Letting that massage the lower back. Change direction, opening up to the sides. and bringing it back towards you to unite towards you. Good, bring the knees towards your chest, give yourself a nice squeeze, open the arms wide, let both knees gently fall towards the right. You're welcome to take a variation here for the spinal twist, maybe wrapping the right leg over the left, maybe extending the right leg. Yes. Experimenting with what your body needs. Come back to the center, both knees towards your chest. Give yourself another loving squeeze. And then changing sides. Open the arms wide, taking that same variation that you did. Maybe the left leg can go, right leg can go on top of the left if you like. Come back to the center, give yourself a nice hug again. Bring your forehead towards the knee, make yourself as tiny as you can here, rounding everything. And then release, coming into your final relaxation pose. If there's any final movements or any shapes that your body wants to take before you feel completed with the practice, welcome to take a little time to listen to that and respond to that in the way that it's kind and loving to the body. And once you feel complete with the practice, letting yourself settle into your final relaxation pose. Letting your body feel a little heavier, and gravity gives that sweet heaviness, melting gently and connecting you a little bit more to the earth. And then feel that the earth, not just is supporting you, but it's enveloping you, is coming up to support your body in a very comfortable way. Feeling in, receiving that support. That sense of security and stability. And of belonging, of being embodied and alive. First chakra also talks about the sense of community, of belonging to your bodies, to the communities in your body. There's so many communities in our body. To the communities around you. To this ancient knowledge community. Deep sense of belonging. If you have a little bit more time this morning and you would like to stay here a little longer, please do stay. And if your body really needs to stay, make time for yourself and stay a little longer as well. If you do and once you come out now, you can start moving through the hands and feet, taking deep breaths in, letting the breath bring that sense of presence and presence with the body, presence with your space. Take a nice big breath in, stretch the arms and the legs. Draw the knees towards your chest, give yourself another hug. And maybe rolling to the right side. Let your body come to that shape of the fetus that is so nurturing. And giving yourself some time there. And then slowly, in your time, transitioning into your sitting when you're ready. If you are coming up. And then bringing your hands into the heart center and take a nice big breath in through the nose. Out through an open mouth. And then place one hand on the lower part here on your belly. And then let's do a final Om sound, letting it vibrate in that first chakra. Take a nice big breath in. Thank you so much. Light, love, and from my light to your light. Namaste. Have a good day.